Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news, so, folks, buckle up because what's happening right now in the NFL landscape could be one of the most game-changing moves we've seen in recent years, especially for the 49ers. Rumors are swirling around a blockbuster trade that could send CeeDee Lamb from the Dallas Cowboys to San Francisco. And let me tell you, this isn't just some rumor. Sources suggest that a deal is on the table, and it's massive. The Cowboys are apparently open to trading Lamb in exchange for a first-round pick and a third-round pick in 2026. Now, why would Dallas do something like that? Well, they're in a tricky spot. With a cap hit of around $6.5 million and a record of 5-9, they're basically in rebuild mode in the NFC East. The team is trying to get some cap relief to extend contracts for young stars like Micah Parsons, and they're not exactly sold on paying big money for a wide receiver after 2025. The Cowboys are also looking to shed some salary to strengthen their defense and build around their young defensive line, especially since their current roster has been struggling with points allowed, giving up around 2 points per game. Meanwhile, the 49ers are sitting pretty at a solid 9-4, vying for the top spot in the NFC West. They see Lamb as an absolute game-changer for their already potent aerial attack, which took a hit with Brandon Ayuk ending his season on the reserve left squad list due to injury. Ayuk's absence has left a noticeable gap in their passing game, and adding Lamb could be the perfect remedy. Imagine Shanahan's offense with Lamb's explosiveness, bursting past defenders, creating yards after the catch, and stretching defenses vertically. We all know how much Kyle loves a dynamic receiver, and Lamb fits that mold perfectly. This move could completely revitalize their passing game, which has been somewhat inconsistent at times this season, especially when facing tough secondaries. Now, let's put this into perspective. Lamb, at just 26 years old, is an elite playmaker who's already carved out an impressive career. Over his time in the league, he's hauled in more than 500 receptions for over 7 yards and 50 touchdowns. His yards per catch average is around 14, and he's accumulated roughly 3 yards after the catch, showcasing his ability to turn short catches into big gains. A true deep threat, Lamb has 25 games with 100 yards or more, and his PFF grade has consistently hovered around 90+, indicating top-tier performance. Last year in 14 games, he posted 105 catches for 350 yards and 13 touchdowns, averaging nearly 13 yards per reception. His versatility as a route runner, combined with his reliable hands, PFF grades for route running and catching are both in the high 80s to low 90s, make him a perfect fit for Shanahan's offense. What makes this even more exciting is Lamb's ability to produce yards after the catch at an elite level. He's averaging around 9 yards per catch with a YAC average of 60 yards, meaning once he gets the ball, defenses are in for a long day. His ability to turn a quick pass into a sizable gain aligns perfectly with the 49ers' offensive philosophy, short, quick throws that turn into big plays. And with George Kittle drawing attention underneath, Lamb's presence on the field could open up even more opportunities for the entire offense, creating mismatches all over the field. From a strategic perspective, this trade could be a game-changer for San Francisco. The 49ers' offense has been potent but occasionally short on explosive plays, especially with Ayuk out. Lamb could help fill that void, bringing a new dimension to their attack. Think about the potential. Lamb paired with Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, all capable of creating yards after the catch, stretching defenses vertically, and keeping defenses honest. Plus, with the 49ers' offensive line providing ample protection, Purdy could have more time to work his magic, finding Lamb streaking down the sideline or across the middle. The combination of Lamb's elite YAC ability and the 49ers scheme could lead to an increase in yards per game, potentially adding over 170 yards per game through the air. What about the impact on the defense? Well, the 49ers have been one of the league's top defenses all season, allowing just around 20 6 points per game. This trade could give them more offensive possessions, reducing the pressure on their defense to be perfect every drive. More possessions mean more chances to control the clock and wear down opponents, especially in the playoffs. And if Lamb can replicate his 2025 performance, where he had over 350 yards and 13 touchdowns, San Francisco's offense could become even more dynamic and unpredictable. Now, let's talk about the playoff implications. The Super Bowl odds have already shifted, initially at plus 2,500, but with this move, many believe the 49ers could see those odds drop sharply, perhaps to around plus 1,200. Lamb's presence could be the X factor that pushes San Francisco over the top, especially when facing tough secondaries like the Rams or the Seahawks in the postseason. Imagine Lamb matching up against rival cornerbacks. His yards per route run could jump by plus 2.5, further elevating the attack that's already been thriving with Purdy's leadership. His ability to create turnovers, he's averaged about 15% reduction in turnovers last season, adds even more value, and his experience in high-pressure situations makes him a perfect fit for the playoffs. Of course, there are some concerns. The Cowboys are cautious about Lamb's durability, citing his recent injuries, like a hamstring strain that caused him to miss a game, and their preference to develop younger receivers like Tedaroa McMillan through the draft. Dallas's strategy seems to revolve around building for the future, and they're willing to part with Lamb if they get the right picks in return. The 49ers, on the other hand, are focused on immediate impact. They see Lamb as a potential franchise receiver, someone who can carry the torch of the greats like Rice and become a true pillar of their dynasty. His addition could redefine their offense and help them dominate the NFC West for years to come. Looking ahead, this trade could have long-term implications for both teams. For the 49ers, it's about maintaining their status as Super Bowl contenders, adding a weapon who can elevate their offensive ceiling. For Dallas, it's about rebuilding and setting themselves up for a future with younger talent and cap flexibility. But for us, the fans, it's exciting because it signals a shift, an aggressive move by San Francisco to improve their chances of bringing home another Lombardi trophy. And honestly, if this trade happens, it's going to be one of those moves that fans talk about for years, like the Tyreek Hill trade that transformed the Dolphins' offense in 2022. Imagine Lamb in the 49ers uniform, making highlight reel catches, juking defenders, and helping the team reach new heights. The NFC West will be a battlefield, but with Lamb on board, the 49ers will have even more firepower to dominate in the postseason. The potential for explosive plays, game-changing moments, and playoff success is now more realistic than ever. This could be the move that propels the 49ers back to the Super Bowl and solidifies their status as one of the league's elite teams. So, fans, keep your eyes peeled. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing, and this one could be the start of a new chapter for the 49ers. It's exciting to think about the possibilities, about how this move could reshape the entire NFC landscape. We've seen the power of a dynamic receiver shake up the entire league before. Think about the Dolphins and Tyreek Hill in 2022. Now, with Lamb potentially wearing red and gold, the 49ers could be on the brink of their own explosive chapter. Buckle up because this offseason might just be one of the most thrilling yet for San Francisco fans. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Are you excited about the possibility of Lamb joining the team? Do you think it will take us to the next level and help us finally get back to the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. The offseason is heating up, and the 49ers are right in the middle of it, ready to make some noise.